Hey everyone, I'm Roton, a professional YouTuber who makes professional videos. And today I'm going to be doing part 2 of my 2020 Mega Construx Masters of the Universe sets review thing. So yesterday I reviewed the individually packaged figures that are released this year, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Battle Cat vs. Roton set, which is, yeah. So this set costs $30. It's actually out right now. I found mine at Walmart, so if you want this set and you have $30, you can go to Walmart, I guess, and pick it up. So this set does everything you see here, because this is now a toy commercial. And before we do the actual set, I'm gonna start out with the minifigures. So let's remove these. Oh, knock down. Yeah, come on. Now just move you out of the way. So I'm removing He-Man first. So this set comes with the token He-Man figure, making it the 5th, technically 6th if you count Prince Adam figure released in this line, which means it's comparison time. So here's individual He-Man, Wind Raider He-Man, Grayskull He-Man. No, this one he's missing his power sword because the rubber holster on the back, which is where I normally put the power sword, is actually about to rip, and I'm afraid that if I put the power sword in here, it'll completely disintegrate. So I'm leaving the power sword out. I'll probably swap armors between the single pack and Grayskull He-Man just for stability because I like this one. Here's the versus pack He-Man. Mark down Grayskull, and then if you want to get technical, Prince Adam. So yes, this He-Man, as you can see, is a bit different in that it isn't just generic same old He-Man. This is Battle Armor He-Man. Yeah, this is honestly something I never thought they'd do in the Mega Construx line. So Battle Armor He-Man was released alongside Battle Armor Skeletor in the vintage line, and it was basically the same thing as regular He-Man, except he comes with a metal shirt. Instead of having the generic removable armor, his chest is now this non-removable armor piece. Well, at least on the original toy it was. This piece is removable, but on the original toy it wasn't. On the original toy, this little H logo was like a spinning thingy that you would like rotate it and it would lock in place. And then, forget it, I'm removing the He-Man from the frame. Gotta get my army out of the frame. Okay, so anyways, this cylindrical thingy that you would spin and it would lock in place, and then when you struck it with your finger or another action figure's weapon, it would spring down to show the same H logo but with one slash mark. And then you would hit it again, and it would do the same thing, but it would show two slash marks, and you would rotate it back to reset it. And that was a pretty interesting gimmick. I don't have the original Battle Armor He-Man because I don't collect the vintage line, but there's that. Unfortunately, there is no rotating thingy on this figure, is probably because it's in the wrong scale. But he does have the armor, which I do think is nice. It's great that this isn't just another He-Man. It just adds a bit of variety. And also, as you can see, his torso is actually molded in silver plastic to make it look like he's wearing full-on chest armor. And this is a hard plastic piece here. It's pretty hard to remove. So it's kind of like Prince Adam's vest here, or Man-at-Arms chest armor, to where it's made out of hard plastic. And honestly, I'm fine with that with this. It's cool. He comes with his axe, which is just the same generic axe piece, and he comes with the same generic stand that came with Grayskull and the Wind Raider. So I actually do like these ones because they don't have the characters' names on them. They just look a bit cooler for display purposes. So anyway, there's Battle Armor He-Man. He's cool. And then the other one, okay, you know what? I'll keep you in the background. Yeah, stand up. There. So the other one, and probably the most interesting one in the set, is Merman. Yeah, I'm surprised it took us this long to get a Merman figure. So, Merman's always been kind of one of the iconic He-Man characters, one of Skeletor's evil minions, the sea guy, the ocean guy. And I like this figure. It's cool. He is molded in this like turquoise, aqua, teal, whatever you want to call it, plastic, which is a lighter color than I thought it would be. I kind of wish it was more of a darker greenish color, but it's cool. He's got, and this figure has the toy-based head instead of the more Filmation-based head. However, I do believe that Mega Construx has announced they're planning on putting out a Merman with a Filmation-inspired head at some point. I don't know. There are a bunch of these weird prototypes that surfaced at some convention recently, which also showed off guys like Ram Man and Hordak, which would be cool, but they're just very, very rough prototypes. But anyway, so his armor is the same kind of hard plastic thing, but it's cool. I like it. He has his trident, which is kind of the same generic two-piece construction as the normal stab piece, or it's a generic stick, and this goes on top. I'm not removing it because I don't want to, but it does that. And then he's got his infamous corn cob sword, as everyone likes to describe it. It is actually has some really nice sculpted detail, which is cool. Can't really see it very well on camera, but it does have some nice sculpted detail, and it's cool that he's got his sword and his trident, even though I would have been just fine with the sword myself. So that's it for the minifigures. There's only 2 released in the set, which is great. So now let's get on to the actual set, starting with Battle Cat. As with Merman, I am surprised it took us this long to get a Battle Cat figure released in the Mega Construx line. But that's always great. It's really awesome having a Battle Cat. And He-Man can totally ride him. I'll get to that in a bit. But Battle Cat, as you can see, just, it's Battle Cat, green and orange tiger. And he does have removable armor. So if you want to replicate the Filmation cartoon, where he grows and gets the armor and whatnot, then go nuts. So he's got this nice snarling face. And I'm surprised this figure has actually has some pretty good articulation. He's got a ball-jointed head, so you can kind of swivel it all the way around. And then he's got a little, you can move that, so you can, want to have him sniffing the ground or something, I guess. I don't know. And then he also has ball joints at all 4 of his legs, so you can kind of splay him out a bit if you want to, or move them. And then his front 2 paws, which might I add, have sculpted paw prints. You can swivel them for some reason, and you can also kind of move them up and down a bit, so they're on kind of universal joints, which I don't know why, but it's great they have the hyperposability there. Oh, and also his tail's on a ball joint too, so he can swivel up and stuff. Let's get his armor back on, so I can show you how to get He-Man on there. So I'll stand up. These paws are so hard to get in the right position. By the way, if you hear anyone yelling, there's a football game going on outside my room. My dad's a big football fan. So if you hear some crazed yelling, that's what that is. So let's get that armor He-Man back out here so we can... So you just kind of splay He-Man's legs out, and he just sits on the top. The only problem with this, it's not very secure. Basically, if you bump him, if you bump Battle Cat, or it's on uneven ground or whatever, he's not going to stay on there. That's what this is for. So he's got the little, I guess, handlebars on the top. I don't know what it's called. You can just get He-Man to grab them. I can make it look cool. There you go. However, when you have his hands mounted on the handlebars, it means he can't hold any weapons. So what I like to do is have it to where just one hand's gripping the bar thingy, and the other hand is free to hold whatever weapon the man could possibly want. So this Battle Cat, it's really cool that we finally got one in the Mega Construx line, and I am completely satisfied with what we got here. So move Battle Cat out of the way. Now let's move on to the vehicle. So Roton, kind of one of the more iconic evil vehicles from Masters of the Universe. I'm fine with this. It's pretty small actually. So here's it next to Merman, so it's pretty small. But the Roton does retain. Also, this looks like a white piece here, but I assure you it's black. It's just the glare from the camera. But yeah, okay. So it does retain. I believe that was the gimmick on the original toy. I don't know. It's where when you roll it forward, the blade spins, and it does that by just having, you see that wheel there, just when you push it down on a hard surface, it pushes up on the blades, and it, when it rolls, it somehow spins the blades or whatever. But also, this is something weird, this wheel is smaller than this wheel. I'm assuming it's just for functionality. I don't know. But, yeah. Also, it retains the Mega Construx tradition of having no stickers. These eyes are printed detail. It's really cool because I've always been terrible at applying Lego stickers. Also, it has stud shooters. You know, like Lego stud shooters, that one really cool gimmick. There was like, wow, firing guns in a Lego set. But then they just decided to start putting stud shooters on literally anything that had a gun, to the point where like random ships have stud shooters for absolutely zero reason. So these have stud shooters, these little thingies right here. And these don't function like Lego stud shooters, where there's a little gray thingy you push down on and it flicks the stud out. So there's this little trigger at the back, and you just push down, or you push this forward, and it'll just hopefully fire. These really don't have much power to them, but I don't know, I'm probably never going to really have a reason for these. Never been a big fan of stud shooters in Lego, but if you have this set, I would advise, where's the other one? As with regular stud shooters on Lego sets, I'd say you probably want to be careful about losing the ammo. But yeah. Oh, and of course, the Roton can fit one figure. We're going to take Merman here, move his different weapons, put his arms forward. It's kind of hard to fit a figure in here, because it's a really cramped cockpit. So as you can see, this whole area, that's all you get for fitting a figure. So you just kind of put him in there, and just kind of finagle around until he... Yeah, and so he's in there. And there you go. There's Merman piloting the Roton. And can go kill someone with it. I don't know. So overall, the Roton it's cool. I'm glad we got it, but I do prefer Battle Cat in this set. I do think that's the cooler part of this set. So anyway, yeah, that's my review of the Battle Cat versus Roton set. Thanks for watching. Please like the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications, all that. And stay tuned tomorrow when I'm going to finish up this 3-part review with Point Dread and the Talon Fighter. It's been Roton Todd, signing off.